European Union leaders have recently brought up an ancient treaty granting Belgian fishermen eternal rights to UK waters. The EU's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier has urged member states to come up with a compromise on fishing rights to present to Britain, as trade talks reach their most delicate phase. The advice was made at a meeting of member state envoys on Wednesday, in which Mr. Barnier also insisted Brussels will hold firm on negotiation priorities such as state aid and the governance mechanism of the final deal. Fishing rights are a main concern for countries sharing seas with Britain, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, Germany and especially France, which has taken the toughest line on the issue. Mr. Barnier told the envoys, if we want an agreement, we will also need to find agreement on fish. We need a compromise that we would float to the UK as part of a total agreement. In negotiations, the European side has so far insisted that its vessels would continue to enjoy unfettered access to UK waters, even after a post-Brexit transition phase that ends on December 31. However, Britain wants this access limited significantly and has called for fishing rights in its waters to be renegotiated every year, a demand that according to sources close to the talks, the EU will refuse. A diplomat said, Mr. Barnier believes the EU must prepare itself for a reduced access to British waters. It appears, though, that EU leaders might have an ace up their sleeve as an ancient treaty that could make a mockery of his efforts to take back control of the seas has been recently brought up. The Financial Times Brussels correspondent Jim Brunsden wrote on Twitter, it turns out that, in 1666, King Charles II gave 50 fishermen from Bruges the right to access UK waters for eternity. Belgium brought it up at COREPER yesterday. However, Mr. Brunsden noted, just to be clear, this came up in COREPER as a historical curiosity, it is not, to the best of my knowledge, some cunning new EU negotiating strategy to hark back to the restoration of the Stuarts. Flemish politicians are in possession of a 350-year-old royal charter, which grants eternal rights to Belgian trawlermen to fish in British waters, even after Brexit. King Charles II signed the privilege on October 2, 1666.